A Norwegian trekker is missing in northern Manitoba, and an all-out search for him is currently underway. The 29-year-old was on a journey from Ontario to Alaska. The RCMP in Manitoba were alerted when only one of his two dogs made it to his next stop, but all alone. CBC's Alexander Silberman is on the story for us and joins us now. So, Alexander, what's happening with the search?
Well, Natasha, crews are using drones, helicopters, and boats as part of this effort still underway tonight to try and find Steffen Skjottelvik, the 29-year-old who's originally from Norway, set out into this vast area of wilderness with his two dogs as part of what was supposed to be a larger journey, heading from James Bay and trying to get all the way up to Alaska. We know he left the community of Fort Severn in northern Ontario in late July, and he was expecting to reach York Factory, Manitoba by Friday. Now, he last made contact on Thursday when he reported that he lost one of his dogs due to a wolf attack. And when he didn't reach York Factory on Friday, that's when this all-out search effort began. So local volunteers, law enforcement officials, and local guides have all been combing this area, mostly from the air, to try and find any trace of Skjottelvik. They've been mostly concentrating their efforts on the Hayes River, which runs right next to York Factory and connects with Hudson Bay, because they believe he might have attempted to cross that river on Thursday. Now, I am told this river is a kilometer wide. It has a very strong current, and it rises with the tides. And Natasha, there has been a lot of rain in that area in recent days, so there are concerns that the river would have been incredibly dangerous to cross.
Alexander, this sounds absolutely awful. What are the challenges in terms of conducting a search operation in such isolated areas?
Well, the biggest challenge is just the sheer isolation. There are no roads or communities in this area, so all of these search teams have to travel by helicopter or by boat. And there's also, of course, no fuel in the area for these helicopters. So to be able to keep them in the air and keep those search and rescue operations going, they've been having to move in more fuel by boat up that river. And it's led to some delays and some pauses in the search efforts. There's also, as well, it's just a difficult terrain to move about. It's largely covered by muskeg, so these large northern peatlands that you sink really deep into when you're on foot. And there's also lots of dangerous wildlife in the area as well, right? You look at the wolf attack that one of this hiker's dogs suffered. Have a listen to what the RCMP told me earlier about the challenging conditions and the terrain that they're having to navigate.
You're sinking so far down, and it's just so hard to physically walk that terrain. Polar bears are very active in that area. Wolves are very active. Helicopters are up there. Well, they can't just land anywhere. I think there's only some certain spots they can go to, but they need fuel.
As you heard there, Natasha, so many challenges on the ground, incredibly dangerous conditions for crews. The RCMP also told me this afternoon that they attempted to search in that river, the Hayes River, where they believe the hiker went missing. They had an officer go into the river with waders. He was tethered to a line, and he wasn't even able to stay upright with the force of that current. So at this point, I'm told the search and rescue efforts going forward will largely focus on the air, trying to follow that area in a helicopter and look for any trace of the missing hiker.
Incredible. Alexander Silberman, thanks so much.